Good evening, Your Honor. I'm Beyond Pearly Sue, and welcome to Ghosts and Legends of South Carolina. Now, I ain't know if these tales true or not, because they ain't for me to say. But I tell you what, listen to this one about Bubba the Ghost, found up there at the South Carolina State Museum in Columbia, South Carolina, we's capital.
One interesting thing about this building is that it is our biggest artifact. This was also the first textile mill in the world to be totally powered by electricity. And the South Carolina State Museum has about 70,000 objects in its collection, but it is still a very young museum, just about 22 years old. And so we have a lot of room to grow and many things to gather and many stories to tell of South Carolina.
Bubba the Ghost goes back before we actually opened the museum. I was on the construction end of fabricating, installing, and building exhibits here. There has been rumors that one of the mill workers here was trying to find out where the elevator was, or the freight elevator was. He was looking down when it was up, and it came down on him. And rumor is that he was decapitated. Later on, there became sightings of Bubba. And maybe over a period of a couple of years, 2 or 3 years, and different people would mention different things happening. I know we had a security guy here. He said he saw a guy going through the area, and it was closed. And so he was telling him, hey, the museum's closed. The guy continued walking, and he just went straight into the wall, he says. Another example was a lady trying to get on the elevator. And as she was approaching the elevator door was closing. A gentleman was in the elevator staring at her, and she said he had a kind of a weird look, blank look. And as the door was shutting, she was pressing the button trying to keep it open. It shut and opened back up. As soon as it opened back up, nobody was there. My mother-in-law complained about the garment on one of the mannequins was so dusty that the dust fell from it. And she said that when she touched the garment, that the dust trickled down. And so she was kind of told me that we needed to take better care. Well, there's no exhibits, no mannequins, no garment that the actual public can touch. And so when I asked her where she saw that mannequin, she said it was over next to the hearse on the 4th floor, next to the schoolhouse. We had no mannequins in that area. So she feels the ghost or the spirit or whatever may have come in from that hearse. One Sunday morning early, I had the pleasure of coming in and turning on all the exhibits for the museum. I was on the 4th floor, and everything was dark here, and I was walking right past the Hundley. When I was maybe 15, 20 feet away from it, I noticed movement. And when I noticed the movement, no sooner than I saw it, it disappeared. Well, he was going to the right of the schoolhouse, and I went to the left of the schoolhouse because I was going to scare him. At that point in time when we were supposed to meet, there was absolutely nobody there. And I stopped in my tracks, and I decided maybe I've seen Bubba this time, you know, and did I not? But I believe I did.